Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have more RPG goodness. This time we have Savage Worlds, Map Pack 1, Ruin City for Rifts. Again, Savage World Adventure Edition, Map Pack 1, Ruin City, Rifts. Base price of this map is $14.99. This pack contains one large double-sided poster map, 30 by 24, marked with an 1-inch grid, ideal for use in Rifts games. This map includes 2 views of a North American ruined city, perfect for urban combat encounters, combined with other Rifts maps to bring your post-apocalyptic table to life. Again, brought to you by Savage Worlds. This was released in 2021 by Pinnacle Entertainment Group, and of course, Palladium Books Incorporated, and it's to be used with the Savage Worlds RPG. But again, do you have to use it for Savage Worlds? Of course, you don't have to use it for Savage Worlds. You could use it for any RPG, but it was designed for this actual RPG system. So again, let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Again, the dust jackets, love dust jackets. It keeps everything clean. It keeps it inside nice and safe. You just pick this up and take it to your gaming session. And of course, one thing I always enjoy is the fact that when I look at it, it tells you right off the bat what it is, so that when I'm just grabbing on the shelf, because I have tons of these maps like this for different game systems, and when I pull it, I know exactly what I'm looking for. It's written right on the spine, and you know, it's just to me, the dust jackets is a must keep. But as with every map that you purchase that has made of this material, as you can tell, it's always a little creaky and it's always a little bendy. So you got to break it in. I would squash it a bit. And this guarantees that, of course, it's going to be laid down. It's going to be nice and flat. I always put a little pressure on there, make sure I open it up properly. And I go like this and then bend it up a little bit. And when I'm bending it, I'm giving you a little preview before the preview, if you know what I'm saying. But let's take a look here. So again, this is the ruined city. So we have 2 sides, obviously, to the map. And let's take a look what these look like. Again, where the top is, where the bottom is, that's up to you. But obviously, this looks like a regular city street. Got some trees in the middle. Got the walkways around. You got a park bench over here, or maybe a sewer grate over there. Again, these are just destroyed buildings. It looks like a sewer grate. So this is kind of what it looks like from that angle there. So it's really cool. Got a busted up car over here. Again, total destruction in this city here we're talking about. So let's move it up a little bit more. It looks like you got some water in there. Not sure if that's a river or just water that's kind of just seeping in. And it's toppy building. Got your garbage over here. Got your garbage bin. I'm going to flip it over this way real quick so we can take a look at it from this perspective. Again, this is for your Savage Worlds adventure. At the same time, when I saw this map, the first thing that came to my mind, since I don't play Savage Worlds, I've never purchased the RPG. Not saying that it's a bad system or anything of that nature. I've never played it, so, but again, on the map here, if you look at it, you got the doorway here very clearly marked, and you have the windows very clearly marked on them that are still remaining. But to me, when I saw these maps, I said, wow, this is perfect for my The Walking Dead All-Out War games. So this is really perfect for that. So these are destroyed buildings, obviously. I'm going to bend it up just a little bit again, just so it lays down flat, so we get the general gist of it. So again, I'm going to show you that, try to show the map in its entirety now. But obviously this is for post-apocalyptic. Even Savage Worlds has Holler, has the Rift system that you can use this for. But again, you could use for you could use for any RPG game. You could use for Starfinder. You could use for Pathfinder. You could use for Dungeons and Dragons. You could use it for whatever your imagination's for. You could use it for your own homegrown rules. You know. Again, the map is, this is really an awesome map. This map will get a lot of usage. This is, as I like to say, right down my alley. I do a lot of apocalyptic gaming, so this is perfect for that. All right, so you saw this whole map here. Now, what I can also do, because this is the center point of the map, I could throw some things out here just for demonstration purposes only. Of course, if you want to throw that there was a statue here somewhere, we'll throw that statue over there. Just to give you some ideas with some of the 3D terrain put into it. We'll put a barrel over here somewhere. Put a barrel inside the room there. We'll put a crate over. We'll put a crate over here, so you get a general gist. And get another little barrel. Put a barrel over here somewhere. There's right there where there's a barrel there. Again, if you want to use a Parcheesi, you know, a Parcheesi marker, you can just put it out here. That could be one of your figures. If you want to be more advanced with it, you could also use standees. This is a Starfinder standee. Okay, front and back. Again, you place it out here, you get a general gist of how it looks on the map itself. Of course, if you want to use figures, you want to paint them up, there you go, there's a wizard there. This base is like a 30-inch round base, so it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to go over the markings on the map, but again, it gives you a general idea of how it would look with a larger base on it. Okay, and of course, being a painted figure. And then we could show you some Warhammer figures that have not been the Night Gaunts that have not been painted, but these are your villains who are going to come out and attack our party here. They're going to attack from a couple different sides, and this guy's going to crawl out a window here, try to get this guy. So again, and if I wanted to, you see a destroyed car back there, but if I want to put a car back there, I can do that as well. Cars, again, it's the right size for these figures, but may not be right for this map. But there you go. So again, you put some of the 3D terrain in there, it really makes the map pop even that much more. But as you can tell, it's a beautiful map. The figures just enhance it a little bit more. But even if I just use, you know, these, if I had just bunch of different colored ones for these guys and a bunch of different colored ones for the bad guys, it still would work, you know. So there you go. Let me pull these off again. Again, nothing I showed you here, the car, the statue, the terrain pieces, any of the figures are not included with the purchase of this map. They are for demonstration purposes only. Again, it depends on what your price point value is, what you're capable of purchasing. You know, you can use paper standees, you can use figures if you want to. Again, buying figures, if you want to use just regular pawns, you can use pawns. You know, that's your choice. You know, if you use a regular pawn, the pawn is it's a lot cheaper to use. Buy a couple old board games, throw out the board games and keep the pieces, and you got yourself a bunch of figures that you want for these kinds of maps. Again, you could use whatever you want to use. If you want to use standees, I think standees are some of the best things that I purchased. I only use standees for Starfinder at this point in time, and they look great on these maps. So I mean, again, you can't go wrong with those. But if you do want to make the investment and buy, you know, plastic figures, you can do that as well. But if you want to paint them, it's going to be another expense to buy the paint and the time to paint them and all those things like that. So you got to think about the price point that you're comfortable with. But again, getting back to this map, it's a second side. Again, this is a Ruined City map pack 1 for Rifts and Savage Worlds. So there you go. But there you go, some more ruined. This looks like a shanty town. That's what I like about this one. This one's a little bit different. You know, you got concrete everywhere, but the shanties are, that's a little cool. This looks like a generator for a car. Again, we're going to move into this section here. Destroyed car. So it looks like a little generator there. You got a little, looks like a part of an office building. Again, as you can tell, doors are clearly marked, windows are clearly marked. This is obviously, there's a fence around this. You could tell there's a fence. That's cool too. Okay. And as we continue with this direction, again, nobody's going to tell you what system you need to use this for. Again, Rifts is cool. Savage Worlds is cool. Holler is cool by Savage Worlds. But again, you could use this for Blade Runner, or Starfinder, or Pathfinder, D&D. You know, whatever you want to use this for, you can use this for. Got a cool little fire going on over there, it looks like. Yeah. Some more shanties. An office building, some of it seems to have survived inside, so you can go and check that for loot. Looks like you got a luncheon area for some tables out here. So there you have it. Oh, show you that a little bit more. Got some bathrooms over there. So again, put this map down nice and flat. I'll see it. Once you crack it, like I always say, once you crack the map, it just lays perfectly flat. Goes right back in the dust jacket perfectly. And this is a beautiful map. I'm really, really impressed by the quality of the maps that I've done reviews for, the Holler maps, and of course now the Rifts maps that I'm doing, all for the Savage Worlds system. These maps are really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. They pop. Give you a lot of playing area. That's what I love about these maps. There's really a lot of playing areas where you can hide characters and move them around. There's a lot of rough terrain, you know, impassable terrain, things that will slow down movement. That if you're in a gunfight, you know, you got lots of protection for your guys rather than being in a wide open grid, you know. So that's really cool. I'm gonna move it around again. So we're gonna start. Leave it here. Again, I'll throw some 3D terrain pieces on there again to kind of give you a little bit more flavor for what's going on here. So I can take a statue and kind of throw a statue out here. It's a little oversized. Just put that over there if you want to put that in here. Again, I got a standee if I want to use a standee to put them over here. Put them behind the shanty over here. Looking for some cover. Again, maybe there's a old oil drum over there. Put this thing over here. Maybe there's a crate that's over here somewhere. I don't know. Throw a crate somewhere. I'll throw it over here. It was left behind by somebody in the middle of the road, or put it over here. Doesn't really matter where you throw it. You throw it in that lot over there somewhere. Again, if you want to use a Parcheesi pawn, you can use it. Again, looks just as great on there. Looks great. Again, the oversized base, put that in there. And he's out here. Coming in, and of course the attack begins. The Warhammer Knight Gaunt figures coming in at them, going to attack them. Coming from all sides, attacking our heroes who are wandering into town. If you want, again, you have a car like this. If I want to make it as it is in the map there, I could do it this way. I could just, if I can reach it, I could lay it down that way. So again, the 3D terrain that you're adding into there just makes the map pop that much more. It gives you an idea of where things are, how things are doing it. Again, you've got line of sight issues here. You've got someone who's protected by if someone's going to shoot at them or whatever. They got protection here. You got rough, you have terrain here. All kinds of good stuff. Impassable terrain, you know, bushes which you can hide behind. This way it gives you cover. You know, holes in the ground there. If you fall into it, you get damage, take damage because of that. Also, the car falls over on top of your character during a battle. That can happen. You got some treasure you're trying to find, whatever. So the 3D objects do make the maps pop a little bit more. Take them off real quick. Gives you the general gist of what the map looks like. Again, everything I showed you here today in terms of figures and terrain pieces are not included with the purchase of this map. They are for size and demonstration purposes only. And there you have it for this unboxing of Savage Worlds Adventure Edition Map Pack 1 Ruined City for Rifts, the RPG. As always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you could always give us a thumbs up, and you could always leave a comment below. Also, you could hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the remainder of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.